Okay, so I wanted to hop on here and give you guys a little bit of insight into what I learned over the past couple of weeks in Josh Coates's launch group for the new Art of Recruiting. And so last month I was in the 1 week month, and a couple weeks into that, Josh gave us the opportunity to pay the price of the May Art of Recruiting group, but also be part of the launch group. So we got to watch him record all of his new videos and new modules for the new Art of Recruiting. So that was really cool. I got to see people asking questions, so I learned a lot just through that too. So the biggest change that I think everybody's probably going to be excited about is he wants people to stop posting 4 times a day and only post twice a day. And that's because of the way that Facebook has changed their algorithms. And he's saying that if you post 4 times a day, it's too much. And people, those 4 posts aren't getting enough engagement. So if you post twice a day and it's something that has a lot of value added, that draws a lot of attention to your page, that's better than doing 4 posts a day.
So I have a quick question about that.
Yeah.
Is he suggesting to use like Instagram stories and Facebook stories to like share your day-to-day little things? Because like it's hard to like, how do you show that you're doing a workout program and do your workout photo every single day?
Yeah, he hasn't mentioned Sophia. I don't know if Sophia's on here. She might be able to comment on this too. She's in the group, but he hasn't really talked about stories very much, or Snapchat, or I don't think he uses Snapchat.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
So that might be an idea then.
Yeah.
Like letting people know, and like even like in your banner photo or in your banner on your page, you can have like a little like featured photo. It could be something about, or like always talking about like find me on Snapchat, do this, because then it's like, yeah, like where do you show that you're doing your workouts all the time was my only problem.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering the same thing because I wanted to post a workout photo today, but that wasn't in the daily like a homework thing assignment, so I didn't, and it felt weird.
Yeah, so I would maybe do that on your Instagram stories then. And I know too that did he say that you're only supposed to post twice a day on Instagram? Because earlier he had said you can do whatever you want on Instagram, but Facebook was where he was limiting it to 4.
It's basically the same on Facebook and Instagram. That if there's something that you are really dying to post about, it's okay to post more than 2 times a day, but that's the goal.
Okay, cool. Continue.
Okay, so Monday is going to be a lifestyle post. So that's something that is relatable or desirable to other people. So like something about your job that would be desirable, like you sitting at a coffee shop, doing your work, or being able to take your kids somewhere and doing your work on your phone, that kind of thing. And the other one is a fitness post. And he said you can swap these, do one in the morning and one in the afternoon, or one in the evening, like do workout in the morning and lifestyle at night, or you can swap them, it doesn't matter. Fitness post can be workouts, your Shaco, or anything on nutrition. And you should be branding you and not the packaging. So not like talking about Shakeology specifically, which I think is something that we all do anyway, most of the time. Tuesday is going to be breadcrumbing, or doing like a soft sell, or planting the seed of being a coach. So that's a post that mentions coaching but doesn't sell coaching. So like I think it was this morning I posted a picture of me in a Stitch Fix shirt, and I just said it's really nice being a coach and making extra money so I can buy fun clothes, like, or do Stitch Fix, that kind of thing, just mentioning coaching. That's called breadcrumbing. The other one that I'm not so sure about, if you guys have some ideas on this, that'd be cool. The other one is an engagement booster post. So that can be something like an opinion, like if you're going out at night and you're wondering which pair of shoes to wear, post a picture of your outfit and one of each shoe and ask people's opinion on which they like better. Some other things like which internet is better, which cell phone carrier, like Verizon or AT&T, or Android or iPhone. Those kinds of things always draw a lot of attention to your page.
I can give a few insights on that. When you're doing those, and I've done those in the past and they're good, but I think they should flow with your life. I think that it's really awkward and weird if you like are doing stuff and all of a sudden like, hey, which is better, iPhone or Android? Like people are like, what the heck? But we are remodeling our house right now, right? So we're looking at different trims, and I might go on there and say, okay, we're trying to pick flooring ideas. We've got these 2 different trim things. Which would you guys suggest better? Okay. But people know that I'm in Idaho right now because my husband's doing trim. So something like that. The other thing I was going to ask, is an engagement thing like that, can it be like, so I did a live video the other day on gut health, and it got a ton of stuff because I was going on there and doing like a live video that I really planned for, and it was very opinionated, and that got a lot of engagement. So can it be something like that too, or is that engagement supposed to be like a question that's kind of fun for your audience to respond on?
I think it can be anything that you think might draw a lot of attention to your page.
Okay.
I think that's
so then
the idea, is getting more traffic, more people coming to your page.
Okay. So in my particular, this is like what I do. I'm going to try to use those as like a time where I did a lot of research and come to people with something that's really helpful for what they're doing. And that, for me, like that gut health thing was really important. Other things that I've done, I've tried to think about, have you guys ever posted like your meal plan? Like, I don't know if that counts, like saying, hey, I'm putting together a meal plan for the week. Raise your hand if you would like a copy of it. Like, does that count as something like that?
He didn't mention that, but I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Okay. I got a lot of people to comment on one of those the other day too. But again, I made it not just like I'm making a meal plan. I was like, I'm on vacation and I can't help but meal plan because I love it so much. And like it flowed with my life. So I think that that's a big thing. Like make it flow with the rest of your post.
Yeah.
And do it something that's engaging. Now, does he have anybody that he suggests following, or like are there other people that you could share like who are in the group? Because it'd be kind of cool to like see other people's engagement posts, because those are, kind of hard for people.
No, he hasn't mentioned anybody besides himself, and he's not a coach, so it's not really going to be the same kind of stuff.
Okay. Is the art of recruiting, I've done in the past, can you post the link to the group in our group? We can't get into it, but then we can at least see who the members were and see, are all the people in the group, are they doing a good job of this right now?
I honestly haven't gone to other people's pages to look. That's a fantastic idea. But it's kind of weird because Sophia and I are both in the same group, but since I was part of the launch group, I'm in the launch group group. She's in the new Art of Recruiting May group. So it's like two separate groups, but he's posting the same things in each one.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So maybe if you could just post the link to the group, then all of us could look at who's in the group. Yeah. And those would be good people for us to go look at their pages, knowing that some of them might not be good because they're just learning to do this, but we might see some examples of good stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. I'll shut up now.
A couple other examples that he gave for that is something funny or controversial. Obviously no politics or religion because that can cause a heated debate, but like funny memes about parenthood. Some things that everyone thinks but no one says. Like he gave the example of him drinking his Energize, scrolling Facebook for half an hour, starting his workout, and then having to poop. Like that happens to a lot of people, but nobody wants to talk about it. So it's something funny that draws attention to your page. Okay, Wednesday is going to be the same as Monday, except he wants it to be live. And so I don't think you could really do a live fitness post unless, because you couldn't really do your whole workout live. Nobody wants to watch a half an hour of you working out, but you could do your lifestyle post live, or something motivational. I think he basically wants us to get our face out there and do a live video, because that's what is doing really well on Facebook right now. And Tuesday's going to be the same, or Thursday.
Again. Did he give any suggestions about Facebook Live and like who to follow for good tips on how to go live and do a good job with it?
No.
Okay. So I know in the past I've watched some stuff on Shalene Johnson. She's done stuff on how to go live and do a good job with it, because there's a lot of times like live videos are done really poorly. And there is like an art to how to start it, how to keep people engaged, how long to make it, all that kind of stuff I think really matters, because there's certain people that I follow that if they go live, I don't watch their videos because they bore me. So you don't want to be like branded that way. My tips, and these are old, I don't know if they still work, okay? These were from Shalene Johnson. She said in the very first like 30 seconds or 10 seconds to like say what you're going to say, so that people who are watching it recorded, because most people will watch it recorded, they know what they're getting up front, they don't get bored. And to not say, hey, hi, Susan, thanks for joining, all that kind of stuff, because that doesn't look like super professional, like when someone's watching it later. And also thinking about making sure that you are very organized. Like you have an outline, almost that you've had it like pre-written out, and then you're not reading from a script, but that you're doing something. And also she said to have something at the end, like some reason for them to watch to the end that makes sense, and then mentioning that a couple times throughout the video. And I also, another thing, I like to walk in my video sometimes because I feel like motion looks really cool. And I think that was it. So Shalene Johnson, if you look up good tips for going live on Facebook, I think that's awesome. And also having really good lighting, I think, is super, super huge too. And Tara Carr does a really, really good job with live videos too. But I would definitely research on how to go live and be better with it, because I think a lot of people mess that up and it's not interesting for me to watch. And once I know what that person is, I never am going to watch them live again. So that's kind of a thought on that.
Yeah. Okay, Thursday's the same as Tuesday. So lifestyle and fitness post. And Friday, you're going to do your progress pick. So whereas before we would do Tuesday transformation and Thursday, or throwback Thursday, instead we're going to do that kind of stuff on Friday. And he wants us to choose a picture that's either a week, a month, or a year ago, and show that progress or that transformation. And also do your challenger call out on Friday along with that. Never mind.
Did he suggest what time of day to do that, if that's morning or evening?
I don't think it really matters. I think as long as it flows with what you normally do. Like I always post my workout pictures first thing in the morning, and people are expecting that. So I think I would do it.
Cool.
And that's the only one I have written down for Friday. I don't remember another one, but maybe if Sophia watched that video, maybe she knows if there's another one. So Saturday is kind of a freebie day. You can post twice or 3 times or whatever, just whatever you want. Like workout, Shaco. Oh, and he wants us to spend Saturday doing content creation. So use it as more of a creative day to create content for your free challenges, or things for posts that you wanted to talk about the following week, that kind of thing. And Sunday is used to basically plan out your week and then do the same coaching opportunity posts that we've been doing. So a lot less posting. Um,
So, did he say what we're doing with all of our extra time now?
have fun, work out more.
Invite more, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's another thing that I was just going to say is he wants us to, so he has a new tracker app. I don't know if you guys want to see it or if I can show it to you. See if this, yeah, it won't really show up with the lighting.
Post a screenshot in the tribe afterwards.
Okay. So he wants us to start 20 or more new conversations every day. And today I got through them really fast, just kind of using the script that both Mary and Kayla posted in the tribe. I only got one response on those today, so I'm not sure how well that was working. So he wants to do 20 new combos and 10 invites every single day. And he said, do the post on your personal page. Like pages are hardly getting any traffic at all. I don't know how true that is because I don't have a like page, but he said he only posts on his like page once a day so that he's showing that he's, he's still there.
I was gonna say with like pages, my page is somehow an anomaly right now. It's working for me. Most people use their like pages to post and then pay for advertisements to boost things. Mm-hmm. So unless you are doing that right now, that was what he said in the old art of recruiting, like don't use like page. But for me, it's working, but I have something weird going on. So just ignore me. The other thing too, I don't think I posted my thing in the tribe. I think I posted it in our little group. But I was going to say, I said to go message every single follower that you have on Instagram and just send them a message, be like, hey, Susan, I saw that you were following my page and I wanted to reach out and say, hi, your little girl is super cute. I don't know if you're following me for a health and fitness journey or not, but I just got back from my vacation. I've been trying to work out again. And I don't know if you would like an accountability partner or anything like that. But I wanted to connect or something. I can send a screenshot of what I said, but I got a ton of responses back today. I mean, granted, I've never reached out to any of my Instagram followers and I have a lot of them. So I think that could take time to build up. But I feel like I'm getting way more response on Instagram. And so if you're taking the time every day to like follow a bunch of new people that relate to your niche, then they're going to follow you back. And one thing I know, I don't know if he's talked about this, but when Rosa was talking last week about like planning out people to invite, I was thinking, okay, well, what if you follow like 10 people a day that are people that you picked? You're not just following random people, right? So people that you picked to follow. And then when they follow you back, you'll get a notification. Put their name on next week in your calendar. And then during this week, go like a few of their photos every day. And then next week you can message them and say, hey girl, I saw that you're following me, all this kind of stuff. And then they will have seen you engage on their stuff. And then mine is almost kind of like an invite because I'm actually saying, hey, are you on a health and fitness journey? Do you want to be an accountability partner with me? So it's kind of an invite. It's kind of like a rough invite. But that's a really good way that you could build followers and then have filled in, your posting or your invites like planned out for the next week. So that's just another idea. And for those of you who asked, I just came up with that random script idea yesterday or 2 days ago. So I'll post a screenshot of that. Kayla, I think, posted a screenshot of hers. And it's kind of awkward to work into the invite conversation because I'm not straight up saying, hey, I have this group. But if people are like, hey, yeah, I have been working out, I'll just say, awesome, what have you been doing? And I just get in a conversation with them. And then I'll say, well, I don't know what you want to do, but I've got a couple of different things on Facebook. I have this group of people that are just kind of working out and hanging out. And I also have this group that I run that's like a 30-day group. So I have 2 groups that I run on Facebook. One's more just for like people, a free group, people doing stuff. And the other one is, my 30-day challenge group. So I'm trying to get people in either one of those. So I will post that script thing or just screenshots in the group tonight. But I think that that's a really good idea of ways to connect with people. So anyways, continue.
Yeah. Okay. One thing he was talking about is how he's had so much success doing webinars, and why aren't Beachbody coaches doing webinars? So it's kind of the same idea as doing like a coach sneak peek, but it's just you talking about like why you're a coach, but you wouldn't call it that. You would call it something else. Like, if I wrote this down somewhere, like how to be the happiest person you can be, or something like that. And I had all this stuff printed out, but I don't have it now. So have people sign up for your webinar, and it can be a half an hour long, and you just talk about like personal development and that kind of thing, and plant seeds of why you're a coach, or why you work out, or why you're why you're part of a challenge group, just that kind of thing. And so that draws a lot of people in, depending on what you title it. And then you give 3 tips in the webinar about whatever your title is.
What platform are you running your webinar from?
He uses web jams or something like that. I'll have to look again. I can't remember.
And is he putting the recording up afterwards?
Like
on YouTube?
I think he does put those on YouTube.
Okay, pull him up.
Sorry, getting text. Okay. So the next thing, and yes, I can type up the script and I'll post it in the group. So he has a couple of script ideas. One is kind of like the one that Mary just talked about, but he says, "Thanks for liking my post and sending good vibes my way. I appreciate so much when people support my journey. Are you on a health journey too?" So it's basically the same, but just, a little bit different. From a coaching post, you can say, "Hey, I know this is super random, but I was just wondering if you've ever wondered what I do as a Beachbody coach." It was kind of funny because my mom told me the other day that she has no idea what I do. Even though I talk about it all the time. She sees my posts all the time, but she doesn't know what I do. So maybe messaging somebody saying, "Do you wonder what I do as a Beachbody coach?" That's telling them that you're a coach, you work for Beachbody or whatever. I don't know how good of an idea that would be, but he seems to think that it would be a good conversation starter.
And with that, really quick, I've heard other people say that, and I know that you're probably thinking in your head, "I can't say that. That's going to be so awkward. What do I do after they say that?" Like, by the way, Josh Coates has kind of been working with top coaches, and I've heard it, and Sarah's heard it, and other people have heard it. So at this point, you just shut your mouth and you turn off your brain and you just ask the question.
Yeah.
Because the only reason that these people can build giant teams is because it's not complicated. It's duplicatable. This isn't like super, super hard. So if he's giving us a super, super simple thing that you're like, "There's no way that's not going to work," well, you're overcomplicating it. How do I know that? Because I've been a freaking diamond coach for 7 years. And this is why, because I overcomplicated this for so long, and I didn't invite people to do stuff. Like Sarah is a prime example. I was so freaking nervous to invite her for like 6 months, and I finally did because I was second guessing and I was making decisions for people. So shut up your brain and listen to what Sarah's saying.
Awesome. Thanks. For coaching opportunities or webinars, you can say, "Hey, how are you? Not sure if you've seen my posts about what I've been up to lately. but I've been getting so many questions about what I do as a fitness coach that I decided to do a little webinar to explain to people how it works. Would you be interested in coming? I kind of did this the other day with I kind of like did a plug for Shakeology and said that it's my superfoods. And I said that people have been commenting a lot lately about how young I look. Like everybody always thinks I'm in my 20s. And that got a ton of responses. And then I could talk about the Shakeology. So one cool thing is, well, I guess cool and not cool, corporate doesn't want us to call discount coaches anymore. I guess it's like a negative term now. So he wrote up a script to invite people from two different perspectives and give them an option for coaching right off the bat. So he says, so excited for you to get started. I know we're going to crush some goals together. I wanted to send you a few options for signing up with me just to make sure you get the package that fits your needs. Number one, you can sign up as a challenger. You'll get 30 days worth of Shako, the workout program, meal guides, and access to me as your coach along with my challenge group. Or if you're someone like me who has always wanted to make a difference and help others and would appreciate some extra money, sign up as a coach. You'll still get everything that's listed in number one and me as your fitness coach. But as you start to get your own results and people start to ask about what you're doing, you can actually make commission for referring these people to the products. Over time, you can build a team if you choose to. Either way, you'll pay the same amount of money today, but option 2 allows you to make commissions and get a discount on your future Shako and other products. Just let me know which option you'd prefer and I'll get you taken care of. So, sorry, my throat is super dry. And I will share this in the tribe too, so you guys don't have to worry about writing all that stuff down. Looks like we only have 10 minutes left. Does anybody have questions?
You guys can unmute yourself if you have a question. Is that pretty much it? Like just super simple, just do it?
Pretty much, yeah.
And then the webinars, are they taking the place of a coach sneak peek or no?
I think you can still do the coach sneak peek. I think it's good to show that team environment. But the webinars, you can, see if I can, oh, here it is. Let me pull it up real quick.
Well, it sounds like a really great idea to almost like give them a sneak peek into who you are as a coach and your thoughts and your all that kind of stuff.
So for coaching, he gives an example of calling it living a life of purpose, or name it something that goes with your story. You can start with your transformation story, and then the 3 tips or the 3 points that you would hit on is ways to invest in yourself, ways to pay it forward, or ways to find a mentor to guide you. And then for a challenge group webinar, you can call it something like From Broken to Believer. And also start with your transformation story. And then the 3 points that you would talk to are personal development, health and fitness, and support. So I think you can really build off of those 3 things.
That's awesome. And that really helps you brand yourself better too. And I think going with that, and I think it's all like, it's strategic too. Like, don't just hop on. If I ran a webinar about this, this, and this, would that help you? Like, make sure it's, maybe like build up to it until you create, like if that's going to be something you're going to start doing every Wednesday, or build up to it and like talk about, gut health for a week and get people excited about it and give tips about it and all that kind of stuff. And then say, hey, I'm going to do a webinar about this, and this. So Sarah, I know you were talking to me about doing a free clean eating group, right? About, you know, gluten intolerance and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What if you didn't do that? What if you did a webinar instead?
Mm-hmm. That's good.
And,
yeah.
And also, guys, this is a great way to learn how to talk about Shakeology and stuff like that, too. If you haven't watched my live video that I did 2 days ago on gut health, it's a Chalene Johnson podcast. You guys can literally do exactly what I did. It's episode 249 and 250, or no, 239 and 240. And I listened to it, and at the very end, I described, you know, why I'm like more about Shakeology, and it's like the best thing ever. So if you haven't watched my live video, go watch it and use that as arsenal stuff for you. But really understanding our products more and believing in them, and then tying them into webinars, it's going to be so much easier to talk to people, you know, if you have all this stuff. So, and I think it's great. Like, it'll really brand you, and it's so fun for people to see your voice and to hear you, to see your voice, to hear your voice. I'm so freaking excited. Wait, how many webinars can we do a week?
Well, you're supposed to go live once a week, so at least once.
Okay, so we can do a webinar once a week. Okay. Did he suggest scheduling them the same time every week?
No.
Okay. But that's not your live. That's a different thing, right?
No. Actually, he didn't say how often you can do live. I was just saying he wants us to go live once a week on Wednesday.
Okay. But the webinar is a different thing than the live video.
Yeah.
Cool. You're so awesome. And actually, you don't have to type all this up. You could just take screenshots of your notes, and all of us can be big people and type up our own stuff.
I could do that. It's kind of like chicken scratch, though. You have to make sense of it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, if you want to do that, I'll add that to the new coach boot camp, and I'm going to have to redo that now. Thank you, Sarah. But if you type that up, that'd be awesome. I'll switch out this training. I'll film a video when I get back based on this stuff. Yeah. So I'll redo the coach boot camp if you do that. As far as like I'll send out, if whoever asks for scripts about Instagram, I'll just screenshot it and you can type up your own thing, because I can't copy and paste from Instagram, and I'm not going to type that out. So you guys can look at my screenshot. Yeah,
I missed the very beginning. I missed the very beginning of this.
It's recorded.
It is?
Yeah.
Is there going to be is the schedule for posting going to be posted?
Yep.
Yeah.
I can type that up real quick right after this and post it tonight.
I think that's what I missed, just the beginning of it.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
The only thing you're going to want to know for tomorrow is that you have to go live.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. And I talked about live videos. Make sure that you're going to find somebody to like learn how to do live videos really well, because I
heard that.
Okay, cool. Chalene Johnson is the one I got from that. I don't know who else is good with live, but yeah.
I think I might have even seen that video already.
Okay. Well, she might have new stuff, though, because it's always changing. So anytime I get advice from somebody, a month later I get something else.
Awesome.
Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you got some good info, good stuff to go off of.